Yeah, and I've been feeling like the man. We get exotic bows from Cali, I can turn you to a strand. Took some losses, but I hang with bosses. We stuck to the plan. If you ain't never seen 100,000, you wouldn't understand. What we serving high demand, loaded for life, bitch, that's the brand. You might catch me.
Yo! What is good? We back! Finally, getting a fucking break from NQ. It has been so long. I can't even explain to y'all how many times in this last 2 weeks that I've been break even. How many times I've been stopped in minimal profit. How many times I've got fucking stop rated. I can't even explain to you guys how rough it's been. I've been trading like shit. My mental's been shit. I've been praying, just please give me a breakthrough. This is the breakthrough. This is the trade recap of March 4th. So, coming into market open, what do we see? We see, let me turn these off so I can actually see the chart. Anyways, coming into market open, wow, this is laggy. What I'm seeing, bunch of stacked up lows, but what I'm seeing in London, we came up, or we came down, we manipulated lower, we swept these highs here, swept previous day highs here, and we got a rejection, and then we came back through. This is telling me one of two things. A, we reject these highs, we're retracing to push lower, or B, we reject these we come up, we reject these highs, but our bullish order flow is so heavy that we want higher prices. Listen, and worst comes to, or even better, we tapped into a 1 hour fair value gap on this leg. So, what I was telling y'all yesterday on stream, yes, did we take out these highs? Yes, we took out these relative equal highs by 1 point. This is not filling orders, guys. This is not a sweep. This is a sweep. This is a sweep. This is not a sweep. These are still relative equal highs. I mean, these are super strong draws. This is not considered high resistance liquidity to me anymore. A, because we didn't sweep, and B, because if you wanted this to be relative equal high or high resistance liquidity, we've already made our move off of it and swept out the low. We came up, swept out the high. We made this high resistance, but then we swept out the low. This is no longer high resistance. This is how range trading works. We've been range trading for fucking months now. You guys have to understand that this is how this works. Unfortunately, that's how it is. So yeah. So coming into market open, we really are in a range in market open. You can see that ES displaces lower and NQ is holding these gaps, which is like a 15, 30, and a bunch of 5s. ES is not holding them. So this is where off rip I'm thinking, okay, are we going to go short? We manipulate the highs. We get strong continuations out of these highs. So yeah, I wouldn't have been opposed to you guys shorting this, but too early for me. 5 minutes in, not trading. And ES is already manipulating lower. So this is where the pivotal point comes to, are we going to push higher or are we going to keep going lower? Okay. So when ES bounces, I'm not taking anything down here because this could be a retrace for ES. One thing that really pushed me towards bullish order flow was the inverse of this gap. If my bearish index is not respecting bearish order flow, why would I ever be looking for shorts? So yeah. So basically what I'm looking for is longs to these triple relative equal highs. At this point, texted my homie. I said, hey, I don't think we have the volatility to get 5-minute retraces before we get to these highs, but everything in my body is telling me that we want these highs. So at this point in time, I'm scaling. I'm sitting on the 2-minute instead of the 5-minute, which, yes, I tell you guys, I only take 5 and 15-minute retraces, but we didn't have the moves for that today. We were choppy, and that's why I sized down. My first trade was 3 micros when I usually trade 5 or 6, or 7. But yeah, so this is why I'm accepting risk, and I'll show you why I accepted risk. So, first trade idea of the day, we come down, we tap into this 2-minute, which for you order block people, I think this is an order block. I don't use order blocks. Anyways, I use fair value gaps because they're my bread and butter. And then we get the super tiny 30-second inversion here. I am in this trade after this. And again, but Daryl, I thought you said that you go break even at the first internal high. 2 points isn't gonna cut it. So for me, I had my break evens at a 1-to-1. So I went here, draw out my line, put my TP back. This is my break even because this first internal high is not a distinctive high. This isn't a high that we're gonna take. Okay, we did do that. Okay. I was gonna say this isn't a high that we take and reverse off of, but I still don't think it was because we took this high. I think we just wanted a bigger retrace first. So stopped out on that one for like minus 190. And instead of full porting shorts, I'm reframing, I'm backing up, I'm getting out of the lower time frames. And because of that, I realized, oh, all we wanted to do was tap this 3-minute and this 3-minute order block instead of this 2-minute and this 2-minute order block. That's fine. I like higher time frames. They hold more power. That's a better trade for me anyways. So after this 30-second, or we create this 30-second here, off of the candle that stopped me out also creates a 30-second inversion. I'm in this trade. I don't even remember where I entered this trade. I think I front ran it. I'm not gonna lie. It was like in the middle of this candle because I didn't know if we'd inversed it here, and then we got this candle and I was like, meh. And then when we opened up and we started pushing, I'm in this trade. Okay, call me crazy. Whatever, I don't care. So stops could have went break even at this internal high. You would have been safe, hit full TP still. I was waiting for a 1-to-1 again. So my stops are break even here. Yeah, and we ran full TP. It's really just a simple like mech model continuation, except I'm not looking for 5 or 15 because I don't think we had the volatility. I think we had the volatility, but I didn't think we have the delivery today, especially with us only being 100 points from TP, which is crazy to say that 100-point moves are like a given anymore. I can't believe that 100-point moves are like casual little moves now, but whatever. This is the world we live in. This is the cards we're dealt, so deal with it or fall behind. So yeah, first day on the exit phase went super shit. Second day, really proud, really happy with it. So yeah. The fade of the day, I did want to start doing these. Fade of the day was probably this 1 minute. We came up, and I remember this in real time, but I wanted higher prices. We had SMT here. Let me get off this 30-second. We had SMT here. I think it was this high. So we had SMT here. Clean 1 minute inversion with displacement. Why did I not take this? Again, like I told you guys, I want higher prices after we inverse this 5 minute. We've obviously came up, or we went down. We showed that we filled as much of this imbalance as we wanted. We have non-correlated assets. NQ's bullish. ES was kind of deciding, or I guess NQ was kind of deciding at this point, and NQ was leaning or ES was leaning bearish. But after we inverse this 5 minute, I'm no longer looking for shorts unless we displace lower below this low, and then we get a retrace to go lower. Honestly, this is a pretty good reversal. We're getting some momentum, but I'm done. I'm done for the day. Took my 2 trades. So, yeah. Honestly, I like days like these. I know in my Discord, people don't like these days. I hate when we just freaking expand every draw in the first 10 seconds. So when we're chopping around, it gives me time to think like this. I can sit on this higher time frame. We're not flying to our draws above. We're not flying to the draws below. Yeah, I don't mind these days too much. And then obviously when I get in and we get delivery and what, from 10:17 to 10:26, when we get delivery in 9 minutes, keep complaining, because this is for 100 points, especially with this stuff. This is unreal delivery. So yeah, that's trade of the day. I'm actually gonna leave this on there. I gotta take a screenshot for the cord. This is trade of the day. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Yeah, a little bit longer of a trade recap, but it's been, I can't lie, it's been rough for me. So this is just a really nice break to reset my mental. Again, I'm not gonna show up tomorrow thinking I'm a market maker now, because we don't do that. Okay. Tomorrow with the same exact mindset. We have news tomorrow. I don't know what it is. Let me look. We have unemployment claims pre-market, so hopefully that'll inject some volatility, and we'll be back tomorrow for another trade recap. But other than that, appreciate y'all for tuning in, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow. Peace out.